Picture this. You're scrolling TikTok at 2 a.m., double-tapping a gorgeous influencer's workout routine. She's perfect. Flawless skin, never ages, posts content 24/7, and responds to every comment within seconds. There's just one tiny detail you might have missed. She doesn't exist. Welcome to 2025, where your favorite TikToker might be 3 lines of code in a trench coat pretending to be human. I know, sounds like a bad Black Mirror episode. But nope, it's real life. But here's what's going to mess with your head. Some of you watching right now follow at least one AI influencer, and you don't even know it. So buckle up. We're about to dive into the absurd world where algorithms have Instagram accounts, virtual girlfriends make millions, and a CGI rapper got canceled faster than you can say. What were they thinking? Let's start with the poster child of this digital circus, Lil Miquela. Since 2016, this CGI teenager has been living her best fake life on Instagram. 2.7 million followers. Brand deals with Prada and Calvin Klein. Even a musical career. She's pulling in over $2 million a year, which is impressive for someone who literally sleeps on a hard drive. Quick question. How many of you just felt a twinge of jealousy over a fictional character's income? Yeah. Sit with that for a second. And before you ask, yes, people know she's fake. Well, most of them. Took about 2 years for everyone to catch on, but hey, we're not exactly known for our critical thinking skills on social media. The whole thing reached peak absurdity in 2018 when Miquela's account got hacked by another virtual influencer named Bermuda, a blonde, Trump-supporting avatar who demanded Miquela tell the world the truth. Turns out, the entire drama was scripted by the same company. But wait, here's where your brain starts to break. Thousands of real humans took sides in this fake feud between 2 non-existent people. They wrote think pieces. They unfollowed one to support the other. They got emotionally invested in corporate theater. It was basically WWE for Instagram, complete with heroes, villains, and plot twists nobody asked for. Internet sleuths created timelines and character analyses like they were solving a murder mystery. Spoiler alert. The only thing murdered was our collective grip on reality. But wait, there's more. Of course there's more. And I haven't even told you about the one making more money than most CEO. China's got virtual salespeople live streaming 24/7, reportedly outselling actual humans because, shocker, they never need bathroom breaks. Brazil's Magalu has 7 million followers, making her the world's most followed virtual influencer. Japan's got virtual YouTubers pulling in millions of views. Even KFC jumped in with a buff, tattooed virtual Colonel Sanders posting thirst traps on Instagram. Yes, you heard that right. Colonel Sanders, thirst traps. This is the timeline we're stuck in, folks. But why do we fall for this? Oh, that's where things get really disturbing. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone form an emotional connection with a walking Snapchat filter? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain literally can't tell the difference. And I can prove it. Well, turns out our brains are surprisingly bad at distinguishing between real and fake relationships. It's called a parasocial relationship, that one-sided bond you form with media personalities. You know, like when you think your favorite streamer is your friend, even though they have no idea you exist. According to a 2024 study, and I'm not making this up, people rated their connections to YouTubers and fictional characters as more emotionally supportive than their relationships with actual human acquaintances. Stop and think. When was the last time a real friend made you feel as good as your favorite content creator? If you had to think about it, you're already proving my point. Let that sink in. Your favorite virtual influencer might be providing more emotional support than Bob from accounting. Though to be fair, Bob's kind of a jerk. Here's where it gets really weird. Brain scans show that hardcore fans' neural responses to fictional characters can match their responses to real friends. Our monkey brains literally can't tell the difference between a real person being nice to us and a corporation's marketing algorithm pretending to care about our day. Want to know the creepiest part? They're designed that way, on purpose. Virtual influencers are specifically engineered to exploit this. They're always positive, never have bad days, respond to comments instantly, and somehow always align perfectly with their target audience's values. Lil Miquela supports Black Lives Matter and LGBTQ+ rights, not because she developed these views through lived experience, but because her creative team ran the demographics and decided that's what would resonate with young followers. It's manufactured authenticity, served fresh daily. And we're eating it up like it's organic farm-to-table content. But what happens when these perfect digital humans go off script? Oh boy, I do have a story for you. Of course, not everything in virtual influencer land is sunshine and sponsored posts. Remember that time Capitol Records signed an AI rapper and it imploded faster than you can say, what could possibly go wrong? This next part is so absurd, you'll think I'm making it up. I wish I was. Meet FN Meka, a CGI rapper with 10 million TikTok followers who used racial slurs, glorified police brutality, and was created by, wait for it, non-black developers. Capitol Records proudly announced they'd signed the world's first AR artist in August 2022. 10 days later, after massive backlash, they dropped him and issued an apology for their insensitivity. That's right. A major record label had to apologize for the behavior of a fictional character they knew was fictional. Welcome to the future. It's exactly as stupid as we imagined. But here's what should really scare you: the ethics of who gets to create what. When Shudu, the world's first digital supermodel, was revealed to be created by a white photographer, critics called it digital blackface. We've somehow reached a point where we're debating cultural appropriation by pixels. And don't even get me started on the AI pimping industry. Hundreds of fake Instagram accounts using AI to create composite models from stolen photos, pushing scams, and adult content. Quick check. How many accounts do you follow that you've never actually verified are real people? Yeah, that's what I thought. The line between real and fake is so blurred, we might need glasses or therapy. Probably both. Here's the million-dollar question nobody wants to answer. If brands can create perfect, scandal-free, always available virtual influencers who never demand pay raises, never age, and never tweet something problematic at 3 a.m., what happens to actual human creators? Spoiler alert. Some of your favorite creators are already being replaced, and they don't even know it yet. One marketing professor called them indefatigable sales assistants with eternal satisfaction at zero compensation. If that doesn't sound like a corporate executive's wet dream and a worker's nightmare rolled into one, I don't know what does. So there you have it, the complete guide to our new digital overlords. Virtual influencers are here, they're weird, and they're not going anywhere. But wait, I haven't told you the worst part yet. The technology's only getting better. TikTok launched an AI platform where brands can auto-generate influencer videos with the click of a button. Meta's hiring writers at $55 an hour to give AI chatbots personality. We're basically teaching robots how to manipulate us better, and we're paying for the privilege. Here's a fun experiment. After this video, scroll through your following list. I guarantee at least one account you thought was real. Isn't. Drop a comment with your most suspicious account. Look, I'm not saying the digital apocalypse is here, but when millions of people are forming emotional bonds with corporate marketing algorithms dressed up as hot people, maybe, just maybe, we should pause and ask ourselves what we're doing. The truth is, we're all willing participants in this bizarre experiment. We know they're fake, but we follow anyway. We engage with the content, buy the products, and send DMs to entities that are literally incapable of caring about us. And the most messed up part? You'll probably keep following them even after watching this. Hit the like button if you're also having an identity crisis about which influencers are real. Subscribe if you want more uncomfortable truths about how technology is making everything weird. In the end, virtual influencers are the perfect metaphor for social media itself. Attractive, artificial, always performing, and ultimately controlled by corporations trying to sell us stuff. Would you rather follow an AI that's always perfect, or a human who's actually real but flawed? Drop your take below. Team human or team robot? I'm genuinely curious how far gone we are as a species. So next time you're scrolling through TikTok and see a suspiciously perfect influencer who never seems to have a bad angle, ask yourself, is this a real person or just another algorithm in designer clothes? Actually, you know what? Don't ask. At this point, does it even matter? The real question is, if you can't tell the difference, what does that say about us? Sweet dreams, everyone, and remember, that influencer you're crushing on might just be 3 developers in a garage somewhere.
Satire.